Da sind wir schon wieder. Mahlzeit erstmal an dieser Stelle. Ich habe auch gerade lecker Essen mir hier abgeholt. Vorne beim Intel-Stand. Die kochen uns immer jeden Tag mittags. Oder die lassen sie, glaube ich, bringen. Ich glaube nicht, dass sie darin kochen. Die werden das dann aufwärmen. Aber wir werden hier ordentlich versorgt. We're going to switch over to English right now for the next session. I'm really glad and happy that we have a representative from Huawei over here to show the latest devices. Huawei has been launching 2 devices over here, at least 2 devices, right? And there's one really interesting that we've already had on our Amoa bloggers panel about 2 days ago with Nicole and the guys from Pocket Now and Android Authority. And Martin from Pocket Now has been also using that new one. And as you know, I'm a huge fan of phablets. So I'm definitely keen to get to know everything about these devices, and therefore Robbert de Graaf from Huawei is joining us over here, and he will give us all the updates.
Okay, let's start with updates. Of course, we had a great press conference Thursday afternoon with about 500 people who were, by leaving the venue, very excited about the 2 products we introduced. And on top of the 2 products, we also introduced a new version of our Emotion UI, our own user interface, which we implement on our Android smartphones. But yeah, let's go to the goodies. I would say we introduced the Mate 7 6-inch phablet. Of course, we introduced in January 2013, Mate 1 on CES and Mate 2 1 year after. And we thought we are making such a huge progress that we are going from Mate 1, Mate 2 into Mate 7. And it's the first 6-inch Full HD phablet from Huawei with their own chipset, octa-core, the Kirin 925 from HiSilicon. And it has some extreme wonderful features, and I think the outstanding features where everybody was very keen about was the fingerprint on the back.
You definitely need to show this to us, because a couple of companies tried it, and I have to tell you, I think you guys really nailed it.
Yeah, can we twist it around? We have a fingerprint here on the back, just below the camera.
So it's this one over here. And I think it's one of the fastest fingerprint sensors I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's very flexible. You can insert 5 fingers. And it has also some additional software features where you can have several layers in the security. For example, if you want to give your phone to your children, that they are not able to open, I would say, all applications, as well as business partners. So you can have, let's say, a guest setting in the fingerprint, in the fingerprint on the back.
So if you're setting up the fingerprint sensor over here, well, just trust me. We've tried it out earlier, or 2 days before, and we've even had it on the stream. It's just a matter of half a second. Getting your finger on there, the sensor is recognizing it, and there you go, it's unlocked. But what I would also love to show, and you've been already mentioning this before, is you've been really working on UI and your launcher, and I think this really pays off right now. I think this is one of the most, the cleanest and most beautiful launchers I've ever seen on Android. You see that? Let me just try to move a little bit around here. So it's very simple, it's very minimal. But it just looks good, right? It's a very fast one. I mean, look at this. So toggles over here. So that looks beautiful. So after you've been introducing this for the first time with the SNP6, that's almost like 1.5 years ago, almost.
SNP6 was in June 2013. So
Jeez, time is flying.
So 15 months ago.
Yeah. And now I think you really brought it to the next level. So you have a huge designer team in China.
Yeah, and also in Europe. So and I think that's also the combination of having both the China team and the European influences.
It's very important to reach the European and Western market customers.
Absolutely, and it's also about material choices. It's a full metal body again. So and also the second introduction G7 also has a full metal body. We're trying to bring, let's say, premium devices on the market, where we use premium, I would say, materials.
Absolutely, and I think that's very important because this is, of course, a flagship phone. It's a flagship tablet. And just to give you an idea, and I think this is very, very impressive, what Huawei did with this is, we're talking about a 6-inch device. I would love to show you a competitor with a 5.5 inch. 1 second. So this is also a Chinese device. This is the OnePlus. And let's take a look at the size. This is a 5.5 inch. Now look at this.
Yeah, we really believe that
Here we
it's
go. That is absolutely amazing, Robert.
we really believe that we exceeded even our own expectations by bringing a screen-to-body ratio.
I'm okay when you're exceeding my expectation, I tell you that.
with 83%. So 83% of the phone size is screen, because we don't need a big phone, we need a big screen. And that's where it's all about, especially when the trend of having a bigger screen is getting more and more important. You don't want to have a bulky phone.
Yeah. So I would guess this is only half an inch higher and about half an inch wider, which is amazing because this is a 6-inch device. No, that's not half an inch. That's way less. That's 0.2 inch and 0.2 inch on this side, but I'm getting 0.5 inch more display. Plus, I'm also getting. This should be one of the biggest or the highest capacity batteries that someone got into a phablet of this size. So we're talking about a 4100 milliampere hour battery.
Absolutely, yeah. I would say the full back is used to bring a very thin battery in with a 4100 milliampere. Huawei, across the range, Huawei believes that the endurance of the device starts with having a high capacity battery in it. And we invested a lot in our, let's say, the development of our batteries, and also the management of our batteries. And therefore we say that normal users, let's say the normal business users, should have an endurance by normal use of 2 days. Mm-hmm. So not every day in the evening, because sometimes you forget what was coming home to power again. But normally we are confident that you have a 2 days endurance with the 4100 milliampere. On top of that, in our Emotion UI, we did some software enhancements, power saving modes, in order to even further improve the endurance. So the combination of both, bringing in the big battery, doing smart things on the software and the connectivity to the network, will bring it really to the highest level possible.
I totally agree with you when we're talking about battery life, because when I'm looking at what our readers are complaining about on all views of our videos, this is all about battery life. They want to make sure that, first of all, they're getting at least over 1 day or through 1 day. If they're getting into the next day, they're absolutely stunned and delighted by it. Now we have a platform over here where you're claiming this could even get you through 2 days. You know what? For me, this is absolutely amazing, because when you're building mobile devices, I think the first commandment should always be never ever compromise on battery life. This is a mobile device, and the true character of people is showing when the battery goes below 10%, right? And then there's no power outlet near. It's quite interesting how we have to compromise then, how we're changing our behavior and the way we're interacting with this device. This is a device that gets me easily through 1 day. Easily, even though it has a huge display. You're using a full HD display on this, right?
Yes.
I would think, and I can only congratulate you not going for 1440p. I think this is more a little bit of a marketing hype, and the additional, the advantage that I'm getting out of it is sometimes between 1080p and 1440p. It's a lot of more pixels that I have to shift around. I think it's like from 1080p to 1440p, it's an additional 70% of pixel showing on the display. But you won't even see a difference. Even me, right? I'm wearing glasses already. Trust me. And so I think you made some very, very interesting decisions here. And you know what, Robert? What's quite interesting is, like 3, 4, 5 years ago, not a lot of people on the Western market knew about Huawei. I think it was at Mobile World Congress 4 years ago. So I live in Taiwan, right? So I'm just a little closer to mainland China. I know a little bit more of what's going on over there. I think it was 3 or 4 years ago when you were starting to show off your first SoCs that you built in-house. And I said, you know what? I think this is just taking Huawei now to the next step. And just listen, guys, this is going to be one of the next big players of the future. And then I think with the
and you were right, right?
You are already a big player. Now, let's not forget this, right? In terms of the volume that you are shipping, I think you are number 4 globally.
No, we are number 3 since the last quarter of 2012. So now for 7 quarters in a row. And worldwide market share is growing. We were last year approximately on just above 5, and we are now on 6.9. So we are trying to step by step, with also some endurance to grow the business on a healthy way, and closing the gap with the number 1 and 2 globally.
I like that. And you know what? Your attitude and your change in the company really shine through, in my opinion. I think the S&P 6 was a game changer for you, and it was also a game changer for the attention that you got with it, because it was a beautiful device. The materials you would change that you were using, it was just a showcase of what a huge Chinese OEM is capable of doing.
I think one of the big advantages of the Ascent P6 is that everybody involved, from consumer to trade partner to Huawei management, took out that everybody got more confidence that we first of all were able to produce great devices. Our channel partners understood that it was serious, and Huawei's capabilities were enough in order to enter really the consumer market. And the consumer loves the design, and of course got more choice in the point of sale, and with an exciting device. And especially that confidence level for us, for Huawei as a company. There we took the decision afterwards to have more focus and to allocate more resources to establish a loved consumer brand, because that's actually the bumpy road we are heading, and in that roller coaster we are now. We have great assets, but also we have to acknowledge that there are some great competitors out there. So it's the smartphone business globally is a tough market where we have to do many things right in order to succeed.
Yeah. Can you tell us the ultimate final questions, of course, when someone is launching a new device? Can you tell us a little bit about the availability and the price?
The availability for the Mate 7 will be in mid-October.
Nice.
We will also, we have a globally launch. I think we launch it in October already in 50 countries across the world. And the recommended retail price is 499 euros. So we put the heat on. Yeah.
I wasn't the one to attend your event, so because I was stuck in this fish tank over here for the last 5 days. So I was guessing $599. This is going to be €499. You're getting an octa-core device, full HD, 6-inch display, 4100 milliampere hour. This is a full metal body. This has an amazing launcher. This also has the coolest fingerprint sensor that I've ever seen on an Android platform. They really got it right. $499. Geez, you're gonna take the market by storm, the phablet market. We already had amazing feedback on our sides, and people are so interested to get their hands on. That's why you are here in which hall?
We are here in hall 9.
Okay, so it's going to be...
You can't miss it.
It's going to be hall 9, and IFA goes still until, including the 10th of September. We have one more device, Robert. I'm sorry, we've been so talking about this estimate. Yeah. I was kind of just pushing the discussion into this direction because I'm a huge fan of this one.
But this is really my device.
Okay.
Because I had the pleasure on behalf of the German office to present it here on the Global Press Conference.
Nice.
So it's the Ascent G7, and G stands for, I would say, affordable premium.
Okay.
So a mid-tier device. Huawei goes big. That's not only our ambition, but we go for big screen during this IFA. So in the affordable premium segment, we introduced G7, which is a 5.5-inch HD device, quad-core Qualcomm, and also without any compromise on the finishing, on the housing. It's full metal. Mm-hmm. The battery is 3000 milliampere. So curved design, unibody.
Oh, beautiful.
And a mid-tier. So for us, it's without any compromise. It's we want to bring both LTE, both big screen, to the mass market.
So this is HD. So it's a 720p display.
Yeah.
But you know what? Constantly people are bragging about this. Look at the quality of this. Oh, sorry. Let me just go back to the home screen. And I will also show you, look at this, how crispy clear this is. Yeah.
It's
and
a fully...
viewing angles.
Yeah, it's fully laminated, which makes the color slightly...
That is beautiful. And this is a full metal unibody casing. And we're talking, I would guess that's a Snapdragon 400 that you're using in it?
It's the Qualcomm quad-core 1.2. So
okay, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
And now it's
Cat 4 LTE.
Nice. So 3000 milliampere hour battery. Let's talk about the price here again. You said it's an affordable mid-range phone.
We think it's affordable, and the people, when I mentioned the price to the people, they got really excited, and also our trade partners here.
Now I'm excited.
It will be a $299 device.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And the availability also in the second half of October, and more or less in the same 50 countries for the initial introduction stage.
Absolutely amazing lineup. If you guys still want to see Huawei here in Berlin on the show floor, wenn ihr noch zu IFA kommt, bis einschließlich 10. September, also morgen, könnt ihr noch vorbeikommen. Die Halle 9 ist so, je nachdem, ob ihr vom Norden reinkommt oder vom Süden, so ein bisschen in der Mitte drin. Guckt euch einfach mal die Geräte an und fasst sie selber an. Die Verarbeitungsqualität mal anschauen und vor allen Dingen, wie kompakt sie gebaut wurden für die entsprechende Größe und vor allen Dingen die Preise. Da haben wir euch ja schon einiges zugesagt, aber ich glaube generell selber ausprobieren, auch sehen, wie Huawei am Launcher gearbeitet hat. Ich glaube, die haben da richtig was Gutes hingehauen. Robert, thank you so much for joining us over here.
Pleasure.
Wir werden jetzt rüberschalten zu den Kollegen von Android TV. Die werden gleich mit hier bei uns drin sein, der Matthias. Und bis dahin spielt uns der Martin noch was ein und wir sind so in etwa 5 Minuten sind wir wieder da.